episode 7, if I'm correct. Oh my goodness. All right, we have 3 episodes left. 7, 8, 9. Oh, 4 episodes left. So this one is focusing on mostly to everything that's skincare, everything that you'll do in your bathroom. So skincare, body care, hair care, and did I already say makeup? Maybe I did. No, skincare, body care, hair care, makeup. Here you go. That's the 4 things we're gonna tackle today. When we reviewed the vision board, if I'm correct, I talked about how I wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff. The more I have, the less I use them. In terms of makeup, I already emptied a lot of it and gave it to one of my friends. So all of this is not just makeup. This is for shower. This is also like body care. There's lots of stuff in there that I will probably give away. I don't use them. This one, I never use it. This one either. Those 2 lip, I think it's a oil. Those 2 I never use them. One I use the most is the e.l.f. one. This one is supposed to be lip butter, so hydrating your lips, but honestly the quality is pretty bad and it kind of like never really hydrated my lips. It does smell good though. So I might just like put it in my bag, and if in case of emergency I need it, I'll use it. This one I need to finish it. But it's really old though, so I know it's not good to keep old makeup, but I'll keep it. This kind of person. Then this one I use it. This one is a matte. I don't use matte very often, but this one I like it a lot. This one is another gloss that I really like. This one looks so full and I use it all the time. It's crazy. This mascara, I had it for so long and I think it's time to say goodbye because it's almost empty. Never use it. Well, never use it anymore now that it's empty. Then there's this one. This one is just makeup remover oil. I prefer oils to remove makeup, even though it can be like kind of like, I guess, longer. I think it's better for your skin to just like take the time of like massaging the makeup out of your face. This palette, I might give it away or I might keep it. I don't know. It's just the black in there is more like a sort of gray. Oh, well, I just lost one. What I'm looking for is cold colors. I don't think warm colors work on me. So this one works for me so far, but it's really like mostly gray and black. So I might still use it, but have an additional one. This is a mask that I bought, so this will mostly be for skincare. Then this guy, I use it a lot for my contouring and stuff. I think this, I use it at every makeup with my blush. This is the blush I use all the time. I have a second one. I bought it in France. The brand, I think, is called Rude. I don't know, or if it's the name of the blush. I don't know if you can see, but this blush is like perfect for me and I've never changed it since then. I think when I'm done with those, I might try the tint one. There's lots of makeup that's like tinted. It lasts longer during the day. This is a lip contour, but as you can see, it's done. Bye bye, sir. This is another eye pencil. Pencil, but white. I use it a lot. I used to have a white eyeliner, but I don't use it that much, so I stopped. I gave it to a friend who wanted it. This one is for eyebrows, but I mostly used it for some time for my lips. So this is all my makeup for now, knowing that I have like the one that I use the most and I put in my bag all the time. So I have this e.l.f. gloss. E.l.f.? I don't know how you pronounce it. I know that this e.l.f. or E.L.F. gloss works really well for me. Their liners work super well. I know what I do sometimes is I use the eyebrow one to do the surrounding because sometimes it's more creamy and it works better on my lips. I think I cleaned most of it. Everything else is gonna go to the trash. So in terms of makeup, we're done. The only thing I need to buy is the palette. My makeup will mostly be the same all the time except for parties and stuff. Then I'm gonna change. I don't put a lot of makeup on my eyes because I know they've been really sensitive when I was a kid, so it's better for me to like use makeup everywhere else but on my eyes. And also I feel like to remove it, whenever I try to remove it, it doesn't leave completely and a part of it will leave during the night and I don't really like this. I don't think it's really healthy, so I'd rather do it like from time to time. But most of the time if I put makeup, it's on my cheeks, on my lips, and I think that's all actually. I don't really do more than that. Let's move on to body care. So body care for now, what I do, well, I do forget a lot to dry brush. I did it a few times and honestly my skin feels so soft after. Dry brushing is a habit that I want to put in place for 2026 for sure. And this one is just one that I bought at Marshall's. Is it a good one for your skin? I don't know. I'm considering once I'm done with this one, changing the routine to get one that's not really scented, like a soap that's not really scented, and then focus on a body mist after the smell. I don't know. I'm scared that it might not be good quality. For now, I'm using it and it smells good. I really like it. It's really fresh, I think, for when we'll arrive to spring. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of the season. It really smells like spring. I love this one. It's sweet pear and vanilla. What do I do for my skin other than this? We talked about the body mist. Also for tattoos, if you have any tattoos, I know that I've seen lots of people recommend this one. It's not expensive. I found it at Kroger, I think. You can kind of find it everywhere. And this brand, it's Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula. I don't know if it's cocoa. Maybe the brand itself is just Palmer's. This is one of their products that I own. There's another one for the lips. Not just for the lips, it's just like a hydrating stick. So if you're ever dehydrated somewhere, you just use your stick, but I mostly use it for my lips. Everything that's hydrating going with those, perfect. I don't know if it's recommended to use it right after you got your tattoo, you know, the healing process, because this one is scented. They might have one that's unscented, but I think at first you're not supposed to get any scented stuff on your tattoo. So I wouldn't recommend it for the first week. Before I got my tattoo, I used it for my whole body. It hydrates so well. Like, I was shiny. My body was like, this moisturizer is like, body care, we're done, I think. Let's focus on hair care because I think hair care might need some improvement today. Hair care, I'm focusing on those two. For now, I'm focusing on those two because my host parents picked it for me before I arrived, and they're big and they hold a long time, so I'm staying on these. And honestly, they do the job. Are they good? I don't know. I'm gonna check online if I should keep going with those, but honestly, those work well. I know before I used to have the native care, or they were pretty good on my hair, so I really like these two. For my hair, I also use this guy. Honestly, since I use it, it's so much better. I wasn't sure if it was a good thing. It like scratched my head, which I tend to forget when I do it with my hands. I'm just like doing it too fast and I don't feel like I scratch enough. When I have this, I feel like my scalp is also like way cleaner and probably healthier because it probably removes all the dead skin and stuff. So this, I use it too. Then I have this one that I use. It's okay, but it's not like super amazing. I'll finish it. I don't know if I'll buy it again. I need to find a mask that actually works on me really well. And now we go to skincare. So I told you earlier in one of those videos that, you know, my skin used to be terrible. I went to the dermatologist, as I said in those videos, and now my skin is way better. I don't remember. I probably still have this picture if you want to see how it was right before I started my treatment. First of all, I had this before. Once my skin was clear, having an oily kind of cleanser was better than the foaming one. I've heard you're supposed to use both. Try to use this one after this one, and honestly I feel like this one irritated my skin. Maybe I have to try it again because I know it's like I used it right after I went to Marshall's, and I think I might have like tried a dry shampoo on me, so I don't know if the irritation came from the dry shampoo or from this. You use it, right? My boyfriend uses it and it's like a normal one. It's not revolutionary, but it's chill from his words. I'm wondering if this didn't change a little because so I had some medicine that I took. So I had cream and pills, and I stopped the pills because honestly everything was working. It's just my skin was okay and I didn't want to be dependent on pills, because I've heard lots of people complaining about the fact that when they stopped the treatment, it came back. So I didn't want my body to be too used to those pills, and just it clears it off and then we try to go back to normal. I don't know if it's the way to do things. I am not a dermatologist. That's just how I did it and it worked for me. Also because I don't know, I grew up in a household, we're not like against vaccines and stuff. We do believe that vaccine is important. It's just on small medicine, if you can try to avoid jumping on medicine whenever you feel bad, it's better. Like this, your body learns to defend itself. But we do use medicine if it's like if you really need it. But it's true that I think that's a thing that really makes my immune system really strong. When I was a kid, my parents used to be like, okay, do you really need the pills right now, or do you think you can wait a little? And most of the time we'd wait, and I think that really made us have a really strong immune system. So that's how I experienced this thing of my pills for my skin. I didn't want to get too dependent on it, so I stopped them whenever my skin was better, and I kept going for the cream for a little bit, and I think it's been like 2 weeks that I stopped the cream. Since then I started using this too. I never used a toner before, and I don't know if the toner is what made the difference or if it's just after using this medicine for so long I stopped touching my pimples, because again the main issue is I had skin picking issues, so it would make my pimples less. It doesn't mean I have no more pimples. Like I used to have one right a week ago, just because I didn't scratch it, like I wasn't touching it 24/7, it left by itself. It's just, I think it's also the habit of having pimples on my face and wanting to scratch it. Going through this medicine thing, I was like, okay, I want to take this seriously, so I wouldn't touch my pimples, and now it's not a habit anymore to touch my pimples. I don't know if this actually helped, but I know that when I approximately at the same time where I stopped the cream, I started this, and I guess it's like a good replacement in a way. I don't know if it's a good replacement or it just does the job, but at least it's working. Then we have this mask that I showed you earlier. I did it just once, and it's supposed to refine your pore, I don't know, but it's for the pores, and I used it once, so I can't really give you a review right now, but Korean skincare found at Marshall's. Marshall's has a great selection of Korean skincare, I think, and when I checked online, again, best reviews you'll find for makeup and skincare is going to be on Reddit. I feel like everything else is like Instagram and stuff, it's mostly like talking about the packaging and how pretty it is and XYZ. If you want products that actually work, I think it's better to look on Reddit where people will give honest opinions. Even on Pinterest, I had the feeling that lots of products were put forward because they're trendy. I've seen on Reddit lots of people are like, oh, it's useless, I tried it, it doesn't change anything, blah 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 blah. So honestly, don't follow every social media where there's pictures, because they're gonna put forward also stuff that have good packaging, and that's not the idea of having a good skincare. Then this one, I got it from friends. I put the picture here. It's just like it's in a pot like this because I took it through the airport. But this one, I had it for a few years and it hydrates well. Like, it does the job. It didn't change my skin because I don't think a moisturizer is what's gonna remove your pimples or anything. I feel like my skin is always like super shiny whenever I put it on. It nourishes it really well. So yeah, I recommend, I guess, if you're in France, because I don't know if it's available here. I'm using this one from Trader Joe's, but I'm gonna change soon. Also because this one is SPF 40 and I think the best is 50. And from what I've heard, the SPF is not how strong it is, it's for how often you have to put it back. I think, if I'm correct, SPF 50, you have to change it in every hour or every 2 hours. So basically, if you're straight in the sun during vacation, you need to put sunscreen back on every hour or every 2 hours if you want your skin to. And this one, I use it as a deodorant because it kills the bacteria. You just need a product with, I forgot, it will be written on the packages, but the pH has to be a certain level to kill the bacteria. Basically, what makes your sweat to smell is that it connects with the bacteria, and the bacteria are gonna smell. So if you kill the bacteria, there's no smell. And it's better than trapping your sweat inside of your body with like weird deodorants that do this barrier thing, because then it just like keeps the dirt inside of your armpit, inside of your skin. Like, if you're sweating, there's a reason. So just like, I think we should let it out. But if you want to remove the smell, use a product that kills the bacteria rather than something that locks the sweat inside of your body. Also, I forgot for body care, but I do use this. I was hesitating between this and the scrub, not the scrub, the skincare thing with little dots in it, like the exfoliant, something like it. Anyways, so I picked this instead of like the exfoliating thing. It pisses me off to have all those grains on me, and then I wash it off and I'm like, oh, I really hope there's none of it left when I get out of the shower. This, it just like does the job, but better, I think. And last one is perfume. So most of the ones I have today, I found them at Marshall's. This one smells really good and elegant, like it's a vanilla kind of smell. And this one, I love to wear it with like full black outfits. It really gives me confidence. So those two, I can even mix them both and it still smells good from my experience. And then there's this one that I still need to finish. It's a very old one. You can see, like, I'm thinking of putting this one in my bag, but see all these little pieces? It's because I put it in my bag that the red part started to fall apart, and now I have red pieces everywhere on my stuff. Maybe I'll just have like a pocket in my bag where I put this one so that I can finish it. I use it during the day, and these I'll just keep them at home. Something like this. Perfume, I don't need to buy anything else. Body care, I don't need to buy anything else. I think I'm good. Skincare, I'm good too. Like, my skin has never been better, so I don't see why I would change my skincare right now. For my makeup, the only thing we need to find is a palette. But as we're going to check Marshall's, Ulta Beauty, and stuff like this, I'll probably also finish a little bit of the video from yesterday because there's lots of stuff that I couldn't find at Goodwill. So I feel like at Marshall's I can find a few stuff. So it's not going to be thrifted, but I feel like Marshall's has good deals and you still have good qualities because it's just less expensive, you know? We're gonna check that real quick and I guess I'll see you later. Okay guys, I just arrived to Ulta, so we're gonna go check real quick for this cold color palette that I wanted for my eyes. That's the only thing, and then we'll take more time for Ross, Marshalls, etc. Okay, so this is the end of the day. I went to Ulta Beauty, I went to Marshalls and everything, and I couldn't find the right palette. I'm trying to think that the one I have will be enough, and for the rest, like all the colors that I don't have, I think I'll just buy like single eye colors, because again, it's not stuff that I wear a lot or like use a lot. And on top of that, it's kind of a waste, and you end up spending more money on palettes that you don't use, and it's not worth it as much as it would be if you bought the colors one by one. So I think I'm gonna go for this. So I guess I kind of have everything. In terms of hair care, I want to do more research because lots of girls out there are like so good with hair care and I want to learn from them. I did find lots of stuff at Marshall's, including this sweater. There's lots of other stuff that I found and I'm really happy. It wasn't Marshall's, sorry, it was Ross that I found most of my stuff. It was really good. I think I prefer Ross because it tends to be slightly less expensive than Marshall's and TJ Maxx. The quality is still there. Like, I really like what I found. I'm really happy about this. So I think my closet is mostly done now. I also picked up the shelf, which is good because tomorrow we're gonna take care of hobbies and stuff. I guess I'll be able to build it up with you guys and we'll be able to put the books in there. It's gonna be lots of fun. And yeah, I think that's it.